ClassEquity is an edtech platform that teaches students financial literacy and promotes positive social behavior in K-12 classrooms. I think back to when I was a kid, and all I wanted was my own money so that I could have real responsibilities and make my own decisions. But then I grew up and quickly realized that half of my salary was going to rent, and I sat down to do my taxes, and I remembered that A squared plus B squared equals C squared, but I didn't know what a W-2 was because nobody taught me that. Luckily, I could lean on my family and friends to fill in these gaps. But having taught in a low-income school, I was made painfully aware that a vast majority of students don't have access to the foundational skills. 4 out of 5 millennials can't answer basic financial questions, and it snowballs from there. 78% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, and 3 out of 4 adults are in some form of debt, many believing they always will be. So if these skills are so important, why aren't they taught in schools? Well, as a former teacher, I can tell you why. Teachers don't have the time in their already packed schedules, and they don't have the resources to include these real-world skills as much as they do want to. ClassEquity solves this problem by intertwining financial literacy with routines that teachers are already using. The web application allows teachers to teach financial responsibility through experience, which engages students in classroom routines and saves teachers time, in turn promoting positive social behaviors. So how does it work? ClassEquity's web app enables teachers to bring real-world scenarios into the classroom. Teachers can easily hire students for classroom jobs and send paychecks for their hard work. They can also send bonuses and fines to reinforce classroom values and promote positive social behaviors. For students, the platform mirrors an online bank account where they can keep track of their balance, make deposits and withdrawals, and practice spending and saving in a safe and authentic environment. ClassEquity is easy to implement and maintain and provides students an authentic opportunity to manage their classroom dollars and see the impact of their decisions to save, spend, and budget.
We are currently pre-revenue as we continue to build out our MVP, and we are launching our paid product over the summer. Teachers love sharing tools that they love as long as it's free. So we're really intentional with a freemium subscription model so that we can capture that viral growth within the teacher community while also maximizing our revenue. Because the real money comes from when ClassEquity is used at a team or a school-wide level. So those are the features that we're putting behind the paywall. For a mid-sized school, this will come out to be between $1,000 and $2,000 per year. And schools are already spending around $4,000 a year on learning management systems. But we're the only solution that allows schools to track student behavior while also providing that content enrichment. So schools are hungry for a solution like ClassEquity. As we're hearing from our users, teachers are sharing that ClassEquity is 1,000,000 times better than anything they've ever used. And students are sharing that they're learning things that will help them in the real world, like how to apply for jobs and keep track of their money. We launched in the fall and have been completely blown away by organic growth. Through word of mouth, our user base has snowballed, and we now support over 3,000 students across 135 classrooms on a weekly basis. So taking this growth and projecting it into our 5-year goal, this summer when we launch our paid product, we're really focused on converting those beta users into paid subscribers before turning our attention to grades 3 through 8, and then all classrooms grades K through 12 by year 5. At which point our goal is to have at least 1,000 schools on board and 1.5 million in ARR. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. There are 130,000 schools in the US, representing a $193 million opportunity for ClassEquity. And this only represents 10% of the global market. And ClassEquity can be used with any currency. We're already seeing teachers use this in Canada and Australia. Looking at the landscape more broadly, Hero K-12 and ClassDojo are 2 of the most commonly used classroom management systems, but they lack that content enrichment. And ClassEquity has an easier to use student interface at a more cost-effective price. Greenlight is an app for parents to teach their kids at home how to budget and save, but we're the first solutions in schools. So we're setting ourselves up really nicely for a long-term vision of a parent pay model where students can take ClassEquity home with them. Another opportunity for growth is a workforce solution. Organizations in the US are already spending around $100 billion a year on incentive systems for their staff. So that's another area that we could grow into in the future. And we're the team to do it. I have a background in entrepreneurship and Katie has a background in web development, but to the core, we're educators. We both have experience as classroom teachers, so we're uniquely set up to support the community we're working to serve. And a little fun fact, we're also lifelong friends. We've known each other since we were babies. So we're having a lot of fun just continuing to build ClassEquity, and we can't wait to take it to the next level. Thank you so much for listening. We're excited to chat with you all.